Today's video is a really fun one. We are going to be making some really fun projects using the metal paper towel holders from Dollar Tree. While I have used a couple of these in the past, I usually just pass them up and forget about them. But today I wanted to really focus in on them and create some fun ideas incorporating these metal paper towel holders that you can try at home for just a couple of bucks.
Okay, by now I'm sure you have seen the viral Sherpa / floating ghost DIY that everyone is doing. It's all over Pinterest, all over Instagram, and I knew I could create the same exact thing using the metal paper towel holders. So I'm using a 2-pack of styrofoam balls that I already had on hand. One of them I pushed them really far down, and then the second one I left it up, so there's a little bit of a height variant there, and it looks like one is taller. I am also using these auto cleaning cloths from the Dollar Tree because it is the perfect size. It could be a little bit longer in the back because I just pull this forward to get it to cover the front, but just at the $1.25, these are perfect. I know like any kind of fuzzy fabric like this can be so expensive, even if you're running in Walmart or somewhere like that. So this works perfect for that. And then you just attach it to the side so it's not going to fall off of the paper towel holder. And then I'm going to be putting a pumpkin in their hands. Now, I love this candy corn colored pumpkin. It is my favorite one out at Dollar Tree right now. It actually comes on a stake, so I just broke that off of the bottom and then glued it in their hands. But you could pick any color pumpkin that you like. I go ahead and use my Cricut to cut out the eyes. I did try to freehand these, just cut out an oval. It didn't look the best, so I just went to my Cricut and cut them out, but you could also always use a stencil or print off an oval to get it perfect. But these were so easy to place them on there and just move them around as needed. I thought it'd be fun to make a little boy and girl set, so I decided to add just this orange gingham bow on top of her head using Dollar Tree ribbon, and then setting together. I think they are adorable. These will be so fun as little door greeters or trick-or-treaters setting by an entryway, but how cute did these turn out? For the next project, you'll want to go ahead and paint your paper towel holder black just so it doesn't show up as super shiny metal. I am going to be attaching this to one of the really large wooden haunted houses from the Dollar Tree. Now, I have just spray painted one of these in the past and set it up against something, and it's really cute, but to take it to the next level, I wanted to really decorate this one and make it look kind of creepy. So this turned out even better than I expected. I start by painting the entire thing black, letting it dry, and then started adding in all of the fun stuff. I needed a way to cover these windows because I want to attach some lights to the backside, and I don't want you to be able to just see through them very easily. So I thought it would be really fun to use some of this gray plastic. It's free, by the way. So I was excited to use it. I just cut away the excess so that I could get as many windows in one piece as I could, and then go ahead and attach them. Now, the hot glue does want to melt the plastic, so here I am just applying it to the wood. I actually even blew on it for a second or two and let it cool down, and then push it down into the hot glue, and it's cooled off enough that it's not going to melt it, but it will still hold it nice and tight. I really wanted to pack it with details, but keeping it in the same black color, so they're really going to show up more in person, but really add extra detail, like I spent extra time on it, without just making it look too corny or whimsical. So I go ahead and just outline the windows as well as the roof with some of this puffy paint in the black color. I also added in some stitches, which I ended up loving, and did several little sets of those. Let this dry, and then continue on to the next step. I purchased these spiders from Amazon. They were left over from my most recent mug Halloween video that I just done, and I had several of them left, so I go ahead and just hot glue them all over. And then to add some fun cobwebs, I'm just adding dots of hot glue and then pulling the hot glue strings all over this so it looks more natural than gluing on some of like the Dollar Tree cobwebs. And then adding the lights. This was the best part. This is really going to take it to the next level. I try to make sure any bulbs aren't directly behind any windows because I didn't like the look of the bulb, but I still love how it glows. So go ahead and attach these down and then attach it to the paper towel holder. I love how it even makes the windows look purple. It adds the perfect soft glow and dresses up any space. If you see any of these wreath decorating kits, grab them. They have the cutest little characters. All you have to do is cut away the strings. So for this one, I am attaching it to the paper towel holder, so it's going to make it stand up and look like the cutest little door greeter. I loved how these turned out. I removed the tag. Go ahead and start gluing these up. For the head, I did go ahead and cut the little stitching at the bottom so it would slide onto the paper towel holder and start gluing it all in place. These little characters are made to look like they're holding a sign, so I go ahead and pick up one of these Dollar Tree signs and remove the plank that says Happy Halloween. For the top one, I didn't want the holes at the top, so I'm just keeping the little hanger on there, just making it tight and gluing it in the back, and then attaching the hands. This was my favorite part. It made it look more realistic, but letting them cool off completely before like folding them over and gluing the back. Since these were made for wreath decorating, they have so many strings on them, so I took a minute to cut away all of those, and then like I mentioned, folded over the hands in the back. This was my favorite part to attach. I just thought the hands really set it off and made it look really cute, like he was really holding it. And while we made this one, I went ahead and started the ghost. Pretty much did the same thing, took off these strings, cut the stitching at the bottom, and started attaching it to this paper towel holder. I do want to make sure this is really secure and not going to go anywhere, so I put it face down, attached some extra hot glue. But how cute are these standing together? They're the perfect little trick-or-treaters to dress up and get your house ready for spooky season. Next up, I want to share with you how you can put in little effort but get a gorgeous sign using ready-to-go Dollar Tree products. So I just picked out a sign that I liked and a couple of coordinating pumpkins, or I think I ended up using 3. I go ahead and paint down the paper towel holder so it's not super shiny stainless steel in my decor, and then I didn't like how the top would show, so I pushed it up a little bit. Once again, just pulling the, I'm going to be pulling the jute twine hanger a little tight and wrapping it around the back so that it doesn't hang down in the front. I attach this to the sign and then start decorating. These sweater pumpkins are some of my favorite colors. They're so well made. They are on this little dowel rod, so I go ahead and remove that. I thought I was going to remove it with my miter shears, but I ended up doing better with just a pair of old scissors. Go ahead and stack them up and glue them down onto the front. I still felt like it looked a little bare, so taking some greenery, I stuffed this down into the open spaces, and I feel like it added so much more. I feel like you definitely can't go wrong adding in greenery with your regular fall decor. There's just a well-balanced mix. I know I have a lot of regular greenery in my house that I don't want to take down, so I like when I have pieces like this that helps incorporate all of the everyday greenery that I have with all of the fall bouquets that I've been putting out in my home. Here is where I am tightening up the jute twine hanger, gonna attach it with a little bit of hot glue, but a really fun way to display signs without putting 1,000 holes in your wall. I wanted to make a set of stacked pumpkins, so I thought I would mix it up. They have these really cool pumpkins that have the tassel at the bottom, and they are so beautifully done, but I didn't want them all to be perfectly the same, so I go ahead and mix them with some of these plain wooden pumpkins and give them a coat of green paint. I like to just touch them with a little bit of sandpaper so that it is going to make them look a little bit more rustic and not so perfectly painted, so like they were homemade. But go ahead and sand these down a little bit and then start attaching them to the paper towel holder. Now I did cheat here a little. I picked up a candle ring or mini wreath from Michael's. I just thought this was too cute, but you easily could do what I did before and glue your own pumpkins, like mini pumpkins, to the front, as well as add in the greenery. I wanted these to look layered and stack up, so I attached the first one at the top and then start layering them, but I do attach some tower blocks underneath because you can see that they are leaning so bad, so I had to have a little bit more support in the back, so I added in a couple of tower blocks. But after I got these attached, I added some cute bows to the top. I'm going to leave mine stacked as is, but I also think this would be an incredible idea if you wanted to use your Cricut and cut out some names and personalize it to your own family's little pumpkin patch, but thought this turned out really fun. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video.
Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!